Welcome to Curious Kids Every Day. I'm Josh. How are you doing today? It's so good to hear from you. Hey, have your parents ever said to you, "Don't play over there"? And you said, "Why?" And they said, "Because there's poison ivy over there." What is poison ivy? Is it actually poisonous? What happens if you touch it? And how do your parents know what it looks like? Let's figure all of it out today. Poison ivy is a plant that grows in many parts of North America, and it's famous for one thing: making people really, really itchy. But here's the strange thing. It's not actually poisonous. When we say something is poisonous, it usually means that if you eat it or touch it, it could harm your whole body because of a toxin. Poison ivy isn't like that. Instead, it's what scientists call an irritant. Can you say irritant? That means it has something inside it that can bother your skin, or irritate it. An irritant. The culprit is a sticky oil called urushiol. Can you say urushiol? This oil is found on the leaves, stems, and even the roots of poison ivy. If you touch the plant, the oil can get on your skin. For many people, that causes a red, itchy rash that sometimes has bumps or blisters. The rash doesn't show up right away. It usually takes about a day or two before you notice it. And here's something important. The rash itself is not contagious. You can't give poison ivy to another person by scratching your rash. The only way someone else can get it is if the urushiol oil is still on your skin, clothes, shoes, or even your dog's fur. So, how can you tell if a plant is poison ivy? People often remember a little rhyme. It goes like this: leaves of three, let them be. That just means if you see a plant with 3 leaves on it, don't touch it. Poison ivy usually has 3 pointed leaflets on each stem. The leaves can be shiny or dull, and they can change color depending on the season. In spring, they're reddish. In summer, bright green, and in the fall, they can turn red or orange. Poison ivy can grow in different shapes. Sometimes it looks like a low plant on the ground, and other times it climbs trees like a vine. That makes it a little tricky to spot, but if you remember the leaves of 3, let them be rhyme, you'll be safer. So what should you do if you accidentally touch poison ivy? The best thing is to wash your skin as quickly as you can with soap and cool water. That helps remove the oil before it soaks into your skin. If you wait too long, the oil can stick and start the rash. People also wash their clothes and shoes after being near poison ivy as well, because the oil can stick to them and cause trouble later. Interestingly, not everyone reacts to poison ivy. I'm one of those people. I've never gotten poison ivy before, and I know that I've touched it. But here's the thing, I still need to be careful. Because even if you don't react once, you might react the next time. Your body can change how it responds. That's why it's always better to just stay away from poison ivy altogether. Now, here's something cool about the animal kingdom. Animals like deer, goats, and birds aren't bothered by poison ivy at all. In fact, many animals eat the leaves or berries of poison ivy without any problem. That's because urushiol mostly affects humans. So, poison ivy is kind of like nature's keep out sign, just for people. Poison ivy might sound a little scary, but it's really just a plant doing what plants do, protecting itself. The itchiness we get is our body reacting to the oil. And by learning how to spot it, we can avoid it and keep on playing outside without getting itchy. Okay, let's have a quick quiz. What is the oil in poison ivy called that makes people itchy? You remember, it's the word that I have struggled to pronounce this whole episode. Urushiol. How many leaves does poison ivy usually have together? That would be 3. And is the rash from poison ivy contagious to other people? Nope. True or false? Poison ivy only grows on the ground. That is false. It can also climb as a vine. True or false? Washing your skin quickly can help prevent the rash. That is true. If you can stop that oil from rubbing into your skin, if you can get it off before it does that, then you're good. True or false? All animals avoid poison ivy. That is false. Many animals can eat it just fine. Would you rather go through a poison ivy obstacle course or play poison ivy hopscotch? Whoa. So I guess poison ivy hopscotch would be jumping inside of the boxes, and as long as you stayed in the boxes, you wouldn't touch the poison ivy. But if you stepped on the line or stepped out of bounds, you would get poison ivy. Which would you rather do? I would go with the obstacle course. I like obstacle courses, and I'm pretty good at them, so I think I could avoid the poison ivy. What about you? Okay, let's play Is It Poisonous? I'll name something, and you just tell me if it's poisonous or not. Are you ready? Here we go. The poison dart frog. Yes, its skin has poison. What about poison ivy? Is poison ivy poisonous? Nope. It's an irritant. It's not poisonous. What about apple seeds? Yes, apple seeds in large amounts are poisonous. They contain a tiny bit of cyanide. What about mushrooms in the forest? Are those poisonous? Well, some are and some aren't. It depends on the type. What about chocolate for dogs? Yes, chocolate is poisonous to dogs, but not to people. Well, now we know poison ivy isn't actually poisonous, but it does have an oil that can make people really itchy. If you see leaves of 3, it's best to let it be. And if you ever do touch it, wash your skin immediately. Well, what kind of question do you think we'll ask tomorrow on Curious Kids Every Day? I can't wait to find out. So until then, keep asking questions and stay curious, kids. And for all the grown-ups listening, please visit CuriousKidsEveryday.com to get a free printable with activity ideas that don't involve screens. Those are the best kinds of adventures to have. That's CuriousKidsEveryday.com. See you tomorrow.